Good morning, students. Last class we discussed introduction part of the second lesson, quantum mechanical model of an atom. We discussed introduction to the atomic model, the first one, Dalton model of an atom, Rutherford model of an atom, J.J. Thomson model of an atom, Bohr model of an atom. Now we are going to learn a new topic, atomic number and mass number. First you have to know what is atomic number and what is mass number. In the representing the composition of particle of atom, the atomic number and mass number are often included with the atomic symbol. For example, E, the top of the symbol, mass number is that atomic number. This is mass number. This is atomic number. This one is symbol of element. So what is atomic number? Atomic number is nothing but the number of proton in the nucleus. So what is atomic number? The number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called a atomic number. The symbol of atomic number is Z. The next one, what is mass number? The symbol of mass number A. The total number of So what is mass number? The total number of protons and neutrons in an atom is called a mass number. Mass number equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Then how to calculate the number of neutrons? The number of neutrons equal to mass number minus number of protons. For example, we are going to calculate the number of neutrons in magnesium. This is the mass number of magnesium, 24 is the atomic number of magnesium, 12. Atomic number means the number of protons. So the number of neutron equal to mass number 24 minus atomic number 12. So the number of neutron equal to 12. Next we are going to enter the lesson. The new topic, wave particle duality of nature. What is duality? Duality means two. So matter has a dual nature. Dual nature means both wave nature and particle nature. So what is particle? Particle has a mass and energy. For example, electron, proton, and then neutron. So what is particle? Particle has a mass. Then wave, photon. Example, photon. Photon means light particle. Sound. Sound always travel as a wave. So sound is a wave nature, and then heat also wave nature. So light have a dual nature explained by the great scientist Einstein. Albert Einstein proposed the light has a dual nature. The one is particle nature, another one is wave nature. Wave. So properties of light. The one is diffraction, the second one is interference. Light has a dual nature. One is the particle, another one is the wave. Particle propagated in the straight line, that means one position to another position. Light, the particle travel in the straight line, but wave travel like this. The properties of light, the diffraction and the interference. What is diffraction? Diffraction means bending of wave around the corner of an obstacle. What is interference? The combining two or more electromagnetic wave form to a resultant wave in which the displacement is either reinforced or cancelled. Next, proton. Proton has a mass. Already you know, proton is the particle. Proton has a mass. Then how to calculate the energy of the proton? The famous equation, Einstein equation, E equal to mc square. Then photon. Light. Light doesn't have a mass. It has only energy. So how to calculate the energy of the photon? From the Planck quantum equation, E equal to h nu. H means Planck's constant. Nu is the frequency. Duality of matter. So already I explained, Albert Einstein proposed the light has a dual nature. So light has a dual nature. The one is the particle nature, another one is the wave nature. So the light, photon have both the particle and the wave. But de Broglie extended the concept and proposed that all the form of matters show the dual character. So all the matter has a dual nature. One is the particle, another one is the wave nature. So de Broglie explained that all the matter have a dual nature. The one is the particle, another one is the wave nature. The wavelength of wave associated with any material particle was calculated by analogy with photon. So photon base panni a material particle wavelength வந்து calculate பண்ண போறோம். Okay. In the case of photon, photons mean light particles. if it is assumed to have wave character, its energy is given by E equal to h nu. According to the Planck quantum theory, so what is h? H is the Planck constant. What is nu? Nu is the frequency. If the waves, if the photon is supposed have the particle character, it's given, its energy is given, the energy is given by Einstein famous equation E equal to mc squared. What is m? M is the mass, and then what is c? C is the velocity. E equal to h nu, equation number 1. E equal to mc squared, that is equation number 2. From the equation number 1 and 2, so both E equal to h nu, E equal to mc squared. So I am going to take a E equal to h nu. Already what is E value? E equal to mc squared. So mc squared equal to h nu. So nu equal to c by lambda. C is the velocity and then lambda is the wavelength. The ratio of the velocity and wavelength is the frequency. So mc square equal to h multiple with c by lambda. So we are going to calculate the lambda. So we are going to calculate the lambda. So lambda equal to hc divided by mc squared. C and then c squared cancel. So lambda equal to h by mc. Above equation, the above equation is applicable to any material particle. The mass of the photon replaced by material particle. Then the velocity c is the photon velocity, ray velocity c of the photon is replaced by velocity of material particle v. Velocity of v of the material particle. So we can write the equation lambda equal to h by m into v. M is the mass of the material particle, v is the velocity of material particle, or lambda equal to h by p. P means momentum. momentum equal to mass into velocity. Lambda equal to h by m into v, or lambda equal to h by p. This equation is called a de Broglie equation. The lambda is called de Broglie wavelength. This equation valid only when the particle this equation only valid when the particle travel at a speed much less than the speed of light. This equation impulse the moving particle can be considered as a wave. A wave can exist in the property of particle. For a particle with a high linear momentum, the wavelength will be small and cannot be observed. For example, microscopic particles such as an electron, mass of the order of 10 power minus 31 kilogram. The wavelength is much larger than size of atom. It becomes significant. Or simply, only we can calculate the wavelength of microscopic particle, not a macroscopic particle. So the microscopic particle means a minute particle. We can easily find out the wavelength. So the minute particle have a higher wavelength, the larger particle have a lower, that is a very small wavelength. So we cannot predict the larger particle. For example, calculate the de Broglie wavelength in the following the two cases. One is the ion ball, that is the largest particle. The second one is the electron. So what is the formula? Lambda equal to h by m into v. H is the Planck constant, the value 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter squared second inverse. Mass of the ion ball is 6.626 kilogram. And then velocity v equal to 10 meter second inverse. So lambda equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter squared second inverse divided by 6.626 into 10 power 6.626 kilogram multiple with 10 meter second inverse. So second inverse cancel, meter squared cancel, kilogram cancel, and then lambda equal to 1 into 10 power minus 35 meter. This is the wavelength of ion ball. This is very short wavelength. The next one, an electron moving at 72.73 meter second inverse. The formula lambda equal to h by m into v, h equal to 6.626 to 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter squared second inverse. Mass of the electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. And then velocity 72.73 meter second inverse. Lambda equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter squared second inverse divided by 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram 72.73 meter second inverse. The lambda equal to 626 divided by 662.6 into 10 power minus 3m. So the answer 1 into 10 power 5m. So this is the maximum wavelength for the macroscopic particle. That is the largest wavelength for the microscopy. That is the electron. So for the electron, the de Broglie wavelength is significant. We can easily calculate the wavelength of the microscopy particle. But iron ball is too small to measure, hence become insignificant. So only the de Broglie equation calculate the wavelength for a microscopy, not a macroscopy, not a large particle. The next self-evaluate problem. The question is calculate the de Broglie wavelength of an electron that has been accelerated from rest through a potential difference of 1 kilo electron volt. So solution. So what are the given? So only potential difference is given. Equal to 1 kilo electron volt. Kilo means 1000 volt. So 1000 electron volt. 1 electron volt equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 19 joule. So 1000 multiple with 1.609 into 10 power minus 19 joule. So the energy equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 16, because 10 power 3 minus 10 power 3 minus 19, so minus 16 joule. So next we are going to calculate the formula equal to H by m into V. H is the Planck constant, 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square second inverse. Mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram, and then velocity we are going to calculate. So this is the moving electron. Moving electron means kinetic energy. So kinetic energy equal to half mv square. So half mv square equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 16 joule. This is already calculated, the energy in the joule. So half, and then what is the m value? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 multiple with the v square equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 16 joule. So v square equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 16 divided by 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 multiple with 2. So v square equal to 3.536 into 10 power 14. So v equal to, we are going to take a root. So the value of v equal to 1.88 into 10 power 7 meter second inverse. So V calculate பண்ணியாச்சு. Next we are going to apply the formula lambda equal to h by m into V. So lambda equal to what is h? Planck constant 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 divided by what is the mass of electron? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31, and then what is the velocity? So we already calculated 1.88 into 10 power 7 meter second inverse. Lambda equal to 3.87 into 10 power minus 11 m. The next topic is quantization of angular momentum and a de Broglie concept. According to the Bohr concept model, an angular momentum of electron orbiting around the nucleus is quantized. Quantized அப்படின்னா ஒரு something energy மட்டும்தான் அந்த particular shellல round பண்ணும். For example, nucleus, first shell, second shell. So இந்த செல்லுல ரவுண்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா இதுக்குன்னு ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் எனர்ஜி இருக்கு. அந்த எனர்ஜி உள்ள எலக்ட்ரானை மட்டும்தான் இந்த ஷெல் வந்து அலோவ் பண்ணும். He further added the electron move only in those orbital where the angular momentum of electron is the integral multiple of h by 2 pi. The postulates regarding the quantization of angular momentum of an electron was laterly explained by de Broglie. So according to the de Broglie concept, the electron that revolve around the nucleus, both particle and wave character. So mostly electron revolve only the wave nature. Electron Bohr concept, electron revolve around the nucleus. In the certain path is called a orbit. But de Broglie concept, the electron revolve around the nucleus, both particle and wave nature. The circumference of the orbit should be integral multiple of wavelength of electron wave. So this is orbit. So இதுல ரவுண்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அந்த எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் வந்து angular momentum வந்து mvr equal to n into h by 2 pi. The whole multiple h by 2 pi க்கு ஈக்குவலா இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் இந்த ஷெல்லில் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் வந்து ரவுண்ட் பண்ண முடியும். For example, it may be third cell, n equal to 3. Waves base பண்ணி தான் integral multiple, the waves and then integral multiple பொறுத்து தான் என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா இதோட circumference இருக்கும். So அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா மட்டும்தான் and then இந்த electrons வந்து இந்த ஆர்பிட்ல ரவுண்ட் பண்ண முடியும். Otherwise this is out of base. Out of base அப்படின்னா electrons வந்து and then இந்த மாதிரி ரவுண்ட் பண்ணாது. So out of baseங்கிறது it is not allowed transition. So it is not a allowed transition. So இது வந்து perfect இருக்காது. So only integral multiple இருந்துச்சுன்னா மட்டும்தான் allowed transition. So according to him, moving electron in the circular orbit behave like a particle. The electron can revolve only in those orbital with the angular momentum of electron must be equal and integral multiple of h by 2 pi. But in the explanation இந்த டேர்முக்கு எந்த ஒரு ப்ராப்பர் எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷனும் கிடையாது. இதை யார் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண அப்படின்னா de Broglie. So அந்த எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் தான் circumference of the orbit ஒரு டெரிவேஷன் மூலமா de Broglie எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றாரு. The circumference of the orbit equal to n lambda. What is the circumference of the sphere? 2 pi r equal to n lambda. Already know what is lambda. Lambda equal to h by p. P is the momentum. P equal to m into v. So lambda equal to h by m into v. So 2 pi r equal to h by 2 pi r equal to n into h by m into v. So m is the momentum. Of an electron in the nth orbit. So 2 pi r equal to n into h by m into v. So m v multiple with r equal to n into h by 2 pi. The above equation was already predicted by Bohr. Hence, de Broglie and Bohr concept are in the arrangement with each other. The next concept is Davison and Germer concept. The verification of a wave character by Davison and Germer experiment. In the year 1927, the Davison and Germer observed that the beam of electron is obtained from the source of heated tungsten filament is accelerated by using the high positive potential. The fine beam of accelerated electrons is allowed to fall on the single nickel crystal. The electrons are scattered from the crystal in the different direction. The diffraction pattern so obtained is similar to the diffraction pattern obtained by the Bragg experiment on the diffraction of X-rays from the target in the same way. So already Bragg ஒரு scientist X-ray க்கு wave nature இருக்கான்னு check பண்ணாரு. Check பண்ணும்போது same pattern is obtained, that is a diffraction pattern. So Davison Germer க்கும் same diffraction pattern is obtained. So the electron have a wave nature. Since the X-rays have a wave character, therefore the electron must also have a wave character. So moreover, the wavelength of electrons are determined by the diffraction experiment. They are found to be an agreement with the values calculated from the de Broglie equation. So from the above discussion, we can clear that electron has a wave nature. The next one is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The dual nature of matter, that is a wave and particle nature, impose the limitations of the simultaneous determination of position and velocity of the microscopic particle. Based on this, Heisenberg arrived at the certainty principle. This is the 2-mark question. So what is Heisenberg uncertainty principle? It is impossible to accurately determine both the position as well as momentum of the microscopic particle simultaneously. So at the time we cannot predict the position as well as momentum of the electron or protons or minute, that is a microscopic particle. So the product of the uncertainty in the measurement is expressed by following equation. delta x multiple with delta p is greater than or h pi 4 pi. Delta x equal to uncertainty position. Delta p is the momentum. The uncertainty principle has a negligible effect for the macroscopic object. Macroscopic means the larger particle becomes of significance only for the microscopic particle such as electrons, protons, neutrons. So the next one problem, understand this by calculating the uncertainty in the velocity of the electron in hydrogen atom, assuming that the position of the electron in this orbit is determined by the accuracy of 0.5% of the radius. So uncertainty position delta x equal to, so the radius equal to 0.5 divided by 100, that means 0.5% is equal to 0.5 divided by 100. So multiple with the Bohr radius, the first orbit, because hydrogen has a only one shell, so the first orbit value 0.529 Armstrong. So 1 Armstrong, therefore 1 Armstrong equal to 10 power minus 10 m. So delta x equal to 0.5 divided by 100 multiple with 0.529 into 10 power minus 10 m. So delta x equal to 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 m. So next we are going to calculate, what is we are going to calculate? Uncertainty velocity. The formula delta x multiple with delta p is greater than or h pi 4 pi. Already calculate the delta x. Delta p is momentum equal to mass into velocity. So delta p equal to mass into delta v. Why we use delta v? So this is change the velocity, but there is no change in mass. That's why m multiple with delta v. So the delta, applying the equation delta x multiple with m into delta v greater than or h pi 4 pi. So that what is the question? We are going to calculate the delta v. So delta v equal to greater than or h pi 4 pi multiple with delta x multiple with mass. What is the h value? H equal to Planck constant 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square second inverse. And what is the pi value? 3.14. What is delta x value? Already calculated, 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 m. And then what is the mass of electron? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. So apply the values in the equation. Delta v is greater than or 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square second inverse divided by 4 into 3.14 multiple with 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 and then mass 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. So the delta V equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 divided by 302.31 into, so the delta V equal to 0.02191 into 10 power minus 34. The delta V equal to 0.2191 multiple with the 10 power minus 34 multiple with the 10 power plus 44. So the delta V equal to 0.02191 into 10 power 10. So the delta V equal to 2.191 into 10 power 8 m. This is an answer. Therefore, the uncertainty in the velocity of the electron is comparable with the velocity of light. At this high value of uncertainty, in this, it is very difficult to find out the exact velocity. The next on the numerical, that is self-evaluate problem. The question is, calculate the uncertainty in the position of an electron if the uncertainty in its velocity is 5.7 into 10 power 5 meter second inverse. What are the given? Delta V is given, velocity is given 5.7 into 10 power 5 meter second inverse. The question is delta x, that is the position is the question. Formula delta x, delta p is greater than or h pi 4 pi. H is the Planck constant 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square second inverse. Pi value 3.14. What is the mass of electron? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. The formula delta x multiple with delta p greater than or h pi 4 pi. Delta x multiple with mass into velocity equal to h pi 4 pi. The question is delta x equal to h pi 4 pi multiple with mass and velocity. That is change in velocity. 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter squared second inverse divided by 4 into 3.14 multiple with mass of the electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram, velocity 5.7 into 10 power 5 meter second inverse cancel, meter square, kilogram cancel. 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 divided by 651.48. Multiple with the 10 power minus 31, 10 power 5. So 0.01017 multiple with the 10 power minus 34 and then come to the top 10 power plus 31 and then 10 power minus 5. So 0.01017 multiple with the 10 power minus 39, 10 power plus 31. So 0.01017 multiple with the 10 power minus 8. So the answer 1.017 multiple with the 10 power minus 10 m. So the answer is 1.017 into 10 power minus 10 m. Thank you, students.